I'm going to leave the seat, and I want Sam to sit here. And yeah, no, you're right. And
Dan let
here.
Dan come here.
And you three, you got Fergie here. We've been waiting.
I'm learning.
He's the oldest
So Fergie, you
I'm
got three of the most talented.
You did so well.
I feel like I'm getting hijacked now.
So while we wait for John
get
to figure out
emotional. I'm really
technology
proud of
for a second, so
I don't like getting emotional.
Fergie, I'm going to leave you here with three of the most talented young people in this town, and then you ask them questions. And whilst we wait for John
I
to
feel
figure
like I'm
out
getting set up
technology,
now.
Oh, mate, he's useless with technology. I bet my mum's shouting at him right now. Oh, did you? Yeah. I've never worked so hard physically. I've never worked so hard in my life. But I even get emotional when I see other people achieve things in the same sort of way. It's like I don't know. It just triggers something. It's like when people watch films and something sad happens, they start crying. I'm like that. I don't get like sad like that. It's like if I see someone accomplish something they've worked really, really hard for, that's when that triggers in my head. Because I know the feeling. Even my nan's watching. Oh my god! And Joe's commented again.
Hi, Nan.
Where's that? I mean, where is this?
It's difficult because it's your career already is inspiring as anything I've done. Yeah, and I'm 50 and I dabble in politics. Yeah, but you're out there leading it, and I just think the way that you inspire your colleagues, your teammates, everybody who's listening to this chat as well is incredible, and we just need to amplify that voice. I mean, it's what we're doing today, isn't it? But we all need to hear from it as well.
Talk on it.
But the thing is, you have the platform because you deserve the platform. Mate, I was literally listening now. I was like,
you've earned it.
I did not think when you said you didn't expect to get emotional.
It's just because I've
I'm
put
not
my
getting
vibes
emotional.
on now. I've put the emotional vibes on.
To be fair, Lewis, you even nearly got me to cry.
I saw it before. Alex was blowing a snot bubble beforehand, and I was like, I'm not going to let that happen to me. But,
I had to get out. I caught him outside on my way back in. But mate, your story is unbelievable.
Yeah.
You're smashing it.
I hope. Well, I know there's one person who spoke. I said one person's enough. If I'm inspiring one person, that's enough for me. I didn't get into this to, This is how I do things, and I didn't realise that it was going to inspire other people. But if someone's listening, I hope it does help.
Do me a favour. I know you probably didn't want to do this. Oh yeah, microphone. Mine it. After 23 and a half hours. I know you probably said you didn't really want to, but that video of you, please make sure that lads your age see that video.
What the one?
What we've just filmed.
Oh right, yeah.
This video, when we get it all sorted out, make sure you send it to as many people your age as possible, because you're an inspiration to those people. Because it's the mindset that Alex has been fighting for so many years. What Curious Entrepreneurs is all about as well, and it's getting people, men and women your age, to step up. Get your own business, but have that positive mindset that you've got to keep going, keep thriving. You need to do that, and you need to inspire those other people. You're saying you want to inspire people. You will inspire people without a shadow of a doubt. And the question we've been asking, you say, what are you going to tell yourself next year? I want you to do that, but I also want to say, what are you going to tell yourself in 10 years' time?
You retired in 10 years' time.
Yeah.
10 years' time.
And don't forget where you started. Live and fun with me and Alex.
10 years' time.
All right, let's do it for the year first. 1 year time.
1 year's time, hope to be back here, having another chat.
That's why he's successful in business, you see. Says what people want to hear.
That's why you'll be successful in politics.
In 1 year's time, I hope to be back here, having a chat, telling you what I got up to over the past 12 months.
But what are you going to do in the next 12 months?
In the next 12 months, like me personally, I've just come back from Wales. I just climbed my first summit of the year. I hope to do as many summits as possible over the next 12 months. It's great fun if you haven't done it. I recently just done a solo. It was a solo one.
Oh, and you Todd.
It was It's great fun. I get. It's like I talk about wins in anything in life. You know, I got a win this week. I hit the summit. I'm now ready for the next one. It's like
Amazing.
Go to the gym. I hit a PR. I'm ready for the next win. Where am I going next? I said like there's talk about mental health. You know, my mental health is great right now because I'm constantly chasing the next win, and every time I hit it, I get this. It's like a rush of adrenaline, you know, and I'm addicted to the adrenaline rush, and it just makes you feel great. And if you have small wins, big wins, they feel just as good as one another.
But what I think is important about your story is that people will look at you from the outside and think you're talented. Yeah, you're a talented sportsman, you're a talented businessman. But it's really all about hard graft, isn't it? It's all about the struggle as well. And that's you said he's earned it, but he's earned it through hard work. Yeah, against adversity, again and again and again. And you haven't proved it once. You've improved it in at least 3-4 different sporting careers and in business. Yeah, you're a champion, man. That's what it is.
I don't feel like I've achieved it yet. I don't.
But that's fine.
I don't.
But that's why you're a champion.
There's people watching this that didn't know about what I was doing in the business world. And the reason I haven't told you is not because I didn't want you to know. It's because I just didn't feel like I'd earned the right to tell you what I'm doing because I haven't done it yet. I haven't achieved where I want to get to.
10 years' time.
10 years' time, I'll tell you. So in 10 years' time, I hope to have inspired more people to just go for it. Say yes to every opportunity you get given to you until you actually can't say yes anymore. That's where I am today is because I've always just gone, why not? Give it a go. I got my medals at the Worlds because I thought the start. I said, well, give it a go. Why not?
If in that first World Championship, yeah, you'd gone off and won the gold medal, yeah, would you have been the same person now? Because that would have, you know.
I went there knowing I had given everything I had and I left it all on the table. So in my heart, I knew I'd given everything. I had won the gold. It was, at the end of the day, it wasn't about the gold. When it finished, I said, it would have been nice to have a gold medal, to say you're world champion. However, I was more happy with the fact that I knew every single person in that team gave as much as I did. You know, we were throwing up during sessions, passing out, blood, sweat, and tears went into that team, and my coach he's just commented again. He's was it Premier Paddler World Champion? Maybe if you come back as coach, I will come back as a paddler.
That's
in
the
the
deal.
GB Prems.
That's as good as signing the contract.
I promise. I go, yeah. With that, like I said, I looked in his eyes at the end of that championships, and I knew he was happy with what we'd done, and I was happy, and shook hands. And that will stay with me forever. You know, that team, they're family. They're not just my teammates now. And once you create that bond with a group of teammates, you can't break it. You know, we might not see each other for 30 years, and we could come back, and it would be like we hadn't seen. You know, we saw him yesterday. And then what am I saying? We're going back to the 10 years question, weren't we? I went down a wormhole. Yeah, sorry. We're 10 years time. I said inspire more people. I hope to have an empire built, business-wise.
So just an empire then, small targets, yeah.
Got to be. It's got to have the monopoly. No thanks.
I'm interested. Obviously, from listening in, and I obviously I've met you for a couple of months. I understand part of your story. I'm interested, like when people have a certain mindset and they're high achievers, like it's sometimes that attitude you can apply to various things in your life, like you stated, and you can achieve. But I'm interested, like what scares you?
Not giving everything I have. When you, like I said, if I know that people count on me and I'm not giving everything I have, I'm letting them down. The thing that scares me is that I didn't try hard enough, which is why I try and give it everything in the gym, Dragonbone, business. I try and get everything I have, because I always say to people I know, I say, would you rather deal with the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? And I'd rather deal with the pain of discipline.
We've already heard that, haven't we, about people's social anxiety about getting up and doing stuff, and that actually regret is horrible. Isn't it? Failure, even humiliation, yeah, you can cope with, yeah, but regret. That's a hard one.
I'd rather get everything I have, fail, because then I've learnt. And I said, that's why, like, we went to the Worlds. We didn't get the gold, but I didn't feel like I had no regret. I left it all out there. I know everyone in that team did. So I came back happy. You know, I said, we always say, because basically after that I turned 18. I was too old for the team, and like several others did. So the team sort of dispersed. People went to uni. I went to work. Yeah. People are doing their own things now. So we never actually knew what the full potential of that team could have been. It could have been something great. I mean, we set, you know, I said we went from third in Europe to third in the world in 12 months. You know, give us another 12 months or 24 months, you know, world domination. I don't know. So I say, you know, that's what I'm saying with JRN now. I said, you know, what we've done in the past 3 years, I would never have believed would have been possible. Same with like where my personal business has gone in the past 10 months. I wouldn't have thought it would have gone to where it's got to. Have you texted Kelly yet? Yes. Joe was calling me on Wednesday. Yeah, I did let Kelly know that.
Another mentor.
I think you have a mentor. I say I have a mentor in everything I do, and it's steering me in the right direction. With if you apply your passion, and someone steers you, you know, that's having the right person just put you in the right direction. It helps massively.
How did it feel for Kelly to reach out like she did after meeting her? And we went for lunch with her.
If genuinely felt she genuinely cares and she wants to help, and you know, being, as I'm sure Kelly's experience, being 21, being a young adult, or being a woman in the construction industry, it's hard. You know, I'm proud to say JRN has 3 women in our team. 2 are decorators. We've got a lovely lady called Shelley in reception. They're all smashing it. Everybody loves them. And being 21, not people at JRN don't do this, but a lot of people don't give you the time of day simply because of your age, because they don't think that you are good enough to be there, and they think they're better than you. And I earn a lot of people's respect when I showed them what I could do with my hands. When I could show them I could build a nice I could build a nice wall, or I could build an extension. But that's when I gain their respect. When I gain their respect when I could show them I could do what they could do. And that's when it's almost like it changed overnight. And it's a weird feeling, knowing like whereas like if you had, say, someone who's in their 40s and say I've been doing this for 20 years, people already give you that respect. Whereas like being 20 years old, no, I think I was 19, I had to earn that respect going into the builder's yard. You know, feeling like people don't want to know you. That's the truth of it. Regions of St Neots, though, they're the best in town.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Just to flip it then for a minute, what would your advice be to us then, Fergie? As young people in the town who are trying to make a difference, what's your advice as someone who's done it over a period of time?
I mean, just don't be scared. Dare to dream it, yeah. And like, so I was elected mayor of St Neots, yeah, when I was 48, yeah, and I was the young mayor and I was a young councillor. That's bollocks, isn't it? It's ridiculous as well. I don't want to be that as well, because I'm not young. Yeah, I'm looking forward to retirement now, another 10 years. So you just got to grasp it, and you just got to believe in. You already believe in yourselves. That's not a problem. Yeah, but you've just got because what I found in politics, yeah, because I'm still quite young as a politician, is you look up and people. You think everybody's going to be better than you, but they're really not. Yeah, there's not many people listen to this who you could. Well, I'm sure you can learn from your mentors. Yeah, but you've inspired everybody. Yeah, whether they're 50 like me or 51 like me, or you know, old. Alex is not old, but yeah, anybody watching this is going to be inspired by you. And so I think that's what you've got to do. So I think for me in my kind of political career, first thing I always do is celebrate my successes. Yeah, because you have to show. You know, when you win, people have got to celebrate with you, but you've got to be honest about the struggles as well. Yeah, and you've got to know. People have got to know. That's the impressive thing about your story. Yeah, if it's just you win first time out and it's easy, that's not impressive. It's all the other shit you've had to overcome is really impressive. So it's that kind of acknowledging the struggle is the really important bit, and learning from it as well. So,
thank you.
And what would you say in the year's time? What would be the one thing that you would want to say? About your year. For
me, I think so. Alex and I went to Anthropy and we kind of. Alex and I have had a busy few years, haven't we? Yeah, we're both disruptors. You're in business, me in politics, and we've achieved a lot. Yeah, but it's got to be about sustainability as well. Well, that's my worry for you, Lewis, is looking at like it's always, it can't all, maybe it can be, yeah, but it can't always be 150%. Yeah, some stage, because that's what me and Alex do as well. And we heard it earlier from Michael about collapsing on stage. And for me, it's kind of, it's not always just about us. It's about inspiring other people. Because you know, I met Luke first time on youth council at St Neots. You know, me and Zoe pulled that thing together. And then when we stop doing it, it stops. And that's the problem. You know, there's lots of things that we've managed to do in town which depend on us. Yeah. And it's about inspiring other people to it. It's much more important doing it yourself. So for me, yeah, I've got to look after myself as well. I have to, because you can't keep doing it. I mean, it's been 3 years. I'm getting old and I'm knackered as well. And I've got to keep going. So I want to look after myself this year a bit more as well, because I just don't think I am. Well, and Alex has got to look after himself as well. So Anthony Moore. So first thing is I tuned Anthony Moore, who accuses me of dogging, yeah, which was a bit. Didn't have to talk about that, yeah.
He challenged me and you.
And he said we've got to get, because and so like you didn't know, I've run. There's 6 major marathons in the world, and I've run all of them, you know. And like, I'm not a natural sportsman. I'm a big lad, yeah. Yeah, you know, I've run them all when I was like 18 stone, yeah. But I've run 6 marathons. And I did that, but now I don't have time to do it. I don't have time to run anymore. So God, we'll have to start running again. So yeah, so next year we're going to do a little running speakerphone. Shall we go on? Get our headsets on, get a bit of Lycra on, and scare the viewers off.
But going back to the 10-year question though that you posed to Lewis, or Luke did, what do you want your legacy to be in 10 years then?
Right, so what I would like, so in politics, I would like to see you people of your generation, your age, yeah, all over the town council, yeah. So you know, we had to. The reason why I got to be mayor is that at 48 we staged a coup. Yeah, the people have been running the town for years. Yeah, we got our friends. You know, people left the council because they were frustrated. People who joined the council knew us, and so there was a younger cohort. And then we staged a coup, and we took it. Yeah, you know, I happen to be the front man for that, but I don't want to be. I think it's more important to have your voices. Yeah, because it's like, you know, our time in the town is limited. Yeah, what we want is people like you three sticking around St Neots and being successful in St Neots, and not buggering off to Cambridge or pissing off to London. That's really important. So it's your town. Yeah, we've seen a lot from the environmental movement about, you know, that's led by young people. Yeah, Greta Thunberg has changed the world. Yeah, because it's your world, it's your country, and you're the people who should have a voice, and you don't have a voice at the moment because everybody's disengaged with politics because it's full of old bastards like me. So you know, it doesn't have to be politics. You know, it can be business, but whatever. It's for you to be leaders, I think.
What about you, Dan?
What do I want in 10 years?
So we start with well,
St Neots in the conference.
What would work best for you? 10 or 1? Yeah, no, we'll do both. Which one do you want to start with?
10. I think 10's a place to start. 'Cause in 10 years, I need to be in a different place in my job that allows me to spend more time with Alex and you guys making this town better, which is exactly what Fergie's talking about. We need to create our jobs in the way that gives us time to help run the town and make what we want happen. But also, a massive part of my life is St Neots Town Football Club. Has been since I was very, very young. Since I was, like, when I was 6 months old, my dad had me in his arms in the dugout at St Neots. So I am born and bred St Neots Town Football Club. And you joke about being in the conference, but actually the facility that St Neots has should be in the conference. There is nothing to stop us. And what we need now is new investment from the town in what we're doing to try and get further. But actually, when you have a successful football team, you breed a successful town. It's shown up and down the country. You look at people like Scunthorpe now, who are now going through the ringer. But actually, you look at their town, their high street statistics. Their high street statistics are falling because their football club's in the gutter. Well, it must work the other way around then. The more successful your football club is, the more successful your town is. That is where we want to be. In a year's time, I want to have not gone down, football-wise. We're struggling this year, but we had a massive switch of league. So we were in the Southern League. We got moved to the Northern League, which killed us financially because you have to basically get rid of a whole squad of players and bring in a whole new squad.
Yeah.
And you have to pay for coach travel and stuff, which you didn't before. And actually, in my personal life, I just want to be happier. And I think it's not necessarily about certain things that make you happy. I think it's just about changing your mindset to just be happier. So Kevin Hull, who was on here earlier, speaks a lot of truths. Kevin sat me down last year just after I lost my granddad and said, you need to remember one thing in life. Control the things you can, leave the things you can't, and have God's good grace to know which is which. And that's a phrase I try to carry with me every day. You can't control certain things, but you can control other things. And actually, you should focus on the things you can, because when you try to focus on the things you can't control, that's when you start losing control.
That's the important thing to remember when we're talking about success, yeah, and you three, all successful people, yeah, but actually that's only useful if it makes happy as well. So happiness is the most important part of that as well. And I can tell all three of you, I mean, we could all be happier, I'm sure, yeah, but you're thriving on that success, but it has to be, you can have success and kind of work yourself into the ground, and that's not a good thing as well. So it's something to guard against as well.
That's true.
What's your 10 years, Sam?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm usually asking the questions. I prefer to start with 1 year because I know what that in 1 year's time, like with Inspire to Ignite, I want to engage with 10,000 young people, inspired 5,000, and worked with 100 tailored on our Ignite program. Me and Alex were in 8 hours together the other day, mapping out 3 years. So in 3 years, we want to work with 50,000 young people, inspire, I think it's between 10 to 15,000, and then we want our own academy, basically. So we want an academy where it's an entrepreneurial academy for 250 young people to go through every year and have industry through that as well. So what does 10 years look like?
Empire.
I would say professionally, I think in 10 years, I'd want an Inspire to Ignite Academy in every major city in the UK.
But Sydney, it's first, yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's the conversation we had the other day.
No, but well, that's the trouble, isn't it?
But that is the conversation we had the other day, though. We said we could scale. The scale is infinite. However, we want to start it in St Neots because we want to obviously serve the community that we started it in, and then actually, do you know what? We don't actually want to take ownership of, oh, this is our academy. Do you know what? Why people in other areas of the country know our community better than we know theirs. So why can't you just replicate the systems?
So it's be scalable as well.
Yeah. So we don't need to. We don't need to own anything. We don't need to own anything. We just need to create a culture where it can be replicated and inspire people. That's the most important thing. So for me, that's my probably 10 years professionally, and then personally, 10 years I'll be 32. So
proper old.
Think of it like that.
I don't know. I think with the music side of things, my 10-year vision for Vibrancy is actually to have a residency in Ibiza, and my vision for Vibrancy is to improve the mental health of 1 million people through dance, connection, and music. So that's my vision. So like I want to have a residency in a club in Ibiza, and then personally, I just similar to what Dan said, I want to be in a position where my mental health is at its optimum. I have like a really close knit circle of friends who inspire me daily, and most importantly, I'm serving people every day, waking up every day and serving. But I get your point, is like you have to look after yourself. And someone actually said that to me the other day on a podcast, and they were like, "The world's going to need you, so look after yourself now."
I mean, what you're talking about, yeah, changes the fortunes of this town forever. Yeah, and it does. So even if you achieve a small portion of that success, yeah, we through the manufacturing club where we meet all the local employees, yeah, all of them are struggling, yeah, because people of my age, yeah, after COVID, yeah, got too used to sitting on their asses, and they're all taking early retirement. Yeah, one of my mates retired at 51 the other day, yeah, which is a nice thing, but that's quality people leaving the workforce, and the skill shortage is killing us all. And what we need is we want to get the young people, some of the young people everybody else has thrown on the scrap heap, yeah, the sort of people that you specialise in mentoring and picking up, yeah. you know, they're all special people, and they're the future of the town, of our industry, and everything. So what you will achieve, I'm sure you'll achieve it, is gonna put St Neots properly on the map, and having a League Two football team, maybe. Yeah.